Chapter 1. The perfect life. Alea had everything she ever prayed for: a beautiful home, a loving daughter, and a husband who seemed like a dream partner. Fahad was a respected architect, charming, responsible, and affectionate. To the world, they were the picture of a perfect family. But sometimes behind perfection hides a storm. One rainy evening, as Alea sat sorting through some of Fahad's old files to prepare a surprise anniversary scrapbook, she stumbled upon an unfamiliar envelope. It was sealed, addressed to someone named Meher. Her heart skipped a beat. Who was Meher? She debated opening it, but curiosity won. Inside was a handwritten letter, romantic, passionate, and signed "Your husband Fahad." Her hands trembled, her vision blurred. There has to be an explanation, she told herself. Chapter 2. Shadows of doubt. Alea didn't confront Fahad that night. Instead, she began to observe his late meetings, his sudden weekend site visits, the mysterious calls he took on the balcony. All began to form a pattern. One day, while he was in the shower, Alea accessed his phone. It was locked, as always. But she remembered his old password, their daughter's birthday. It worked. There, in the hidden vault folder, were photos: a woman and a little boy. Alea's heart dropped. One picture showed Fahad holding the boy, kissing his forehead. The caption: "Daddy's little champ." Chapter 3. Following the lies. Fueled by pain but driven by truth, Alea followed him one weekend under the pretense of visiting her mother. She hired a private cab and instructed the driver to follow Fahad's car discreetly. Hours later, he stopped outside a modest house in a quiet area of Lahore. He knocked. A woman opened the door. She hugged him. A boy ran into his arms screaming, "Abu!" Alea watched from afar, eyes flooded with tears, fists clenched. Chapter 4. The confrontation. That night, she waited calmly. Fahad walked in, smiling. "Missed you and Alina," he said casually. "Really?" Alea asked, her voice quiet, controlled. "Or were you busy with Mahar and your son?" Fahad froze. The color drained from his face. Silence engulfed the room. "You lied to me, Fahad," she continued. "Not just once. For years. Who is she? Your wife, mistress. What is she to you?" He finally spoke. "She's my first wife. We married before I met you. It was a forced marriage. My family never accepted her. I thought I could leave that chapter behind, but she gave me a son." Alia's knees buckled, but she stood tall. "So you gave her a son, and gave me a lie." Chapter 5. Torn between two lives. The truth spread like wildfire through their families. Her parents were shattered. His parents tried to defend his actions. Meher refused to speak to Alea directly. She too had been promised that he had moved on with permission. But nothing made sense now. Alea was caught between betrayal and compassion. Compassion for the innocent boy, and her own daughter Alina. Should she stay and let this continue, or walk away with dignity? Chapter 6. The choice Faye had begged for. Forgiveness? He promised to end things with Meher, to focus on Alea and their daughter. But Alea had seen enough. She wasn't a second option. She left the house quietly one morning, taking her daughter with her. Months passed. Fahad continued trying to meet her, but Alea focused on building a life without deception. She got a job at a school, enrolled Alina in a new environment, and rediscovered her own identity. One afternoon, Alea received a letter from Meher. "I didn't know he was married again. I didn't know he lied to you. I am sorry, sister. We are both victims of his charm and cowardice. I too am moving on." Alea smiled through tears. The truth had hurt, but it had also set her free. Epilogued. Women, once deceived, found strength in truth. 2 children, born of secrets, grew up in homes filled with honesty. And a man, who played with hearts, stood alone with the weight of his own betrayal, because secrets always find their way to the surface. And sometimes, walking away is the most powerful thing you can do.